Hey y'all. So the other day I was on Threads, which I'm really typically not on Threads, but I'm learning to kind of realize that there's gems anywhere you go. So this particular day, a lady writes a post that struck me, and I feel like it was a message I was supposed to receive. The first thing that she says is unpopular opinion. Keep that in the back of your mind. She says, I would not have chosen my mom to be my mom again. Let that sink in real quick. And that's not an unpopular opinion, surprisingly. We're in that whole healing therapy era. And the more people I meet and I share my testimony with, the more I realize that that is not unpopular. Most of us um, did not choose the bloodline that we came into. We had some work we had to do. And then there are other people who are truly blessed with the opportunity to have what society would call family. Um, I think that this is important, and this is geared towards the people who don't have healthy relationships with the people who came together to create them. But I also feel like this might be something that other people should be a bit mindful of, because a lot of people act like people aren't supposed to have strained relationships or no relationship at all with the people who created them, and that is far from true. There are a lot of people who do not deal with those people at all. So this is one of my biggest reasons that I say this, is because when I was in therapy, my therapist didn't teach me, I was teaching her. And something that I stick with is calling them relatives. So we are related by blood. That is it. That does not mean that you are my mother. That does not mean that you are my father. That does not mean that you are my sister, my brother. I feel like, again, those are terms of endearment. And everybody who comes from your bloodline, it does not mean that they are entitled to those titles. So if you're one of those people who has an issue with that, I would suggest you looking into understanding the difference between family who you choose and who chooses you, and then the relatives and the bloodline, because again, two very different things in my humble opinion, and I had to be able to differentiate those to make sense of the reality of what was happening when dealing with intergenerational bloodline trauma and curses. But I say this to say there are so many of us who can relate to her, who we were not given the best people, but they created us, right? Their mission, which is something that's hard to believe, was their mission was to bring you into this world.